Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. Recently I did a budget fragrances video for summer and I was praising this fragrance quite a lot. So I thought might as well review this fragrance because it's been in my collection for more than 10 years. Coming up to 10 years. So this fragrance, Lalique White, is one of the most unique, obviously budget fragrance, affordable fragrance, and versatile. It's one of those fragrances that you can easily treat as a signature scent worthy fragrance, provided it ticks some of the boxes important to you. So let's start reviewing this fragrance. Lalique White came out in 2008. The parfumer is very special. Christine Nagel. Christine Nagel is now Hermès house perfumer. So that's quite a stature. Hermès is one of the most well-known houses, fashion houses in the world, and she's like the team leader or the lead perfumer, if you like, for that house. It is tremendous honor. So Christine Nagel is the perfumer for this fragrance. That tells you this is going to be something important, something different, something worth giving your time and money to. So Lalique White, let's start. I've already got it dry down, so I'm going to spray it on my shirt. I've got two on my shirt as well, but I'm going to put it on the cuff of my shirt just to show you the atomizer. Fantastic. Wow, man, the moment you smell this fragrance, it smells better on fabric than on clothes. So this fragrance, basically, you will struggle to put it into any category. So if you were to say this is a citrus aromatic, it is, and it isn't. If you said this is a woody citrus fragrance or a woody fragrance, yeah, you'd be right and you'd be wrong, because this is not just about woods. So what is it? Okay, this is a very nice, clean, creamy, woody, incensey, green fragrance. Right? There's so many facets. So when you first spray, you're introduced to bergamot, smoky herbal elemi. Elemi is a very special note. Elemi is normally used in Buddhism quite a lot to purify spaces. Yeah, it has medicinal purposes as well. It's a tree resin, just like olibanum. And elemi is used to purify religious spaces, yeah, just to remove negativity and bring in positivity. I couldn't agree more. This is one of the most positive, clean, clear-cut fragrances. It's a very, very nice fragrance, guys. So elemi, that herbal incensey vibe, along with bergamot, along with, if I didn't know better, there's clean, clear-cut presence of vetiver here. Green vetiver. Not rooty, earthy kind, but soapy. The kind of vetiver you would smell in, let's say, Creed vetiver, original vetiver, or Mugler Cologne. That's the kind of vetiver you smell here. Very herbal, green, grassy. That vetiver is there, and then there's this lotion-like creaminess, which I believe comes from cedar. Cedar essential oil has a very prominent buttery creaminess to it. So there's woody, buttery creaminess. But the woodiness is not like vetiver's woodiness. It is more like cedar's woodiness. And along with that, there's present lemon leaf. Lemon leaf is the magic trick here, along with tamarind. Two very unusual notes. I don't get many fragrances, I don't get to review many fragrances that have tamarind and lemon leaf, crushed lemon leaf. Mixed with bergamot, it creates very nice scent profile, very creamy, very fresh. Very fresh, very creamy, clean, slightly soapy, very elegant, very special kind of a smell. Very, very nice smell. This fragrance is compared to this fragrance. This is Galloway by Parfums de Marly. No comparison. See, I've got both the bottles and I'm a massive fan of both the fragrances. There is no comparison. There is not even 10% similarity. I do not know why people talk about similarities between these two. No similarities whatsoever. It's a complete different tone. The fragrances are completely different. This is more like iris, orange blossom, birchy, kikewood, that sort of thing. You know, it is very, very smoky and birchy. Nothing, no smoke. Well, there is smokiness, but no birchiness. This is a creamy, clean, vetiver, lemon, tamarind, bergamot, sort of a beautiful opening. Very, very nice. Extremely clean and well made. The fragrance, when it dries down, brings in more woody aspects, so, and the spicy aspect. So one thing that is really very striking by this fragrance is use of white pepper. So white pepper is the herb here, or the spice here, along with cardamom, green cardamom, and nutmeg. So it keeps on that aromatic freshness. Yeah, white pepper is very, very obvious, and it doesn't make you sneeze or anything. It's just there, you know, there's a little bit of a peppery bite to it. When the fragrance dries down, all the notes I've mentioned are there. The tamarind, the lemon leaf, I don't know how they've managed to sort of carry it on till the very end of the fragrance, along with vetiver. But what joins the party is a little green oak moss with musk, creamy musk. And probably that's the reason this fragrance is so creamy right from the start. And ambery warmth in the end. It's just a professional warm scent which is clean cut, which is very well made, extremely well executed, superb fragrance. So that's the scent signature, that's the scent profile. So ups and downs, right? Positives and negatives. Number one positive, I find this fragrance completely unique. There's nothing in my collection, there's nothing in my scent memory that tells me that this fragrance is like that fragrance or this fragrance. No, it's got facets of aromatic or sort of citrus aromatic elements, facets from here and there. Like I said, you know, the vetiver at the start reminded me of a little bit of original vetiver's vetiver. But the note of tamarind, lemon leaf combined with white pepper, I mean, I've not smelt it anywhere. Not smelt it anywhere. It's just beautiful, lovely, really nice. So uniqueness is the biggest plus point of this fragrance. It's very unique. The smell is very unique. The second plus point of Lalique White has to be the price point. It's been at that price point forever. It's been in my collection for more than 10 years. I got this 125 ml bottle for about £20 or 18 pounds. You can get this for anywhere between 20 and 30 pounds. If you're paying more than 30 pounds, you're doing it wrong. Don't need to. In some countries, I know Lalique is expensive, but I can go by what I know. Less than 30 pounds for 125 ml is what you pay for this. So value for money is tremendous, right? And the third point is the versatility. The fragrance is so well made, you know. If it's warm, it performs absolutely beautifully. It smells amazing, and you can wear it to any occasion. I prefer to wear it to work, but you could wear this to a first date, summer first date. It's so inoffensive and so likable, right? You can wear this to a summer party, no problem. Shopping, going out with your girlfriend, your wife, doing work at home, in office. You know, it has this contemplative, cool, sort of deep thinking vibe about it. It's very relaxed, very calm. That LME along with that creamy citrus vetiver combination just cools you down, really calm. So you can really focus on things that matter to you. You can disconnect from the world and go into a deep thinking mode. Sit under a tree, you know, read your favorite book, or just in your office, just be in your little office space and just do real work, you know, rather than talk about work or pretend to do work, real deep work. This fragrance really facilitates that. I can vouch for it. I've been using this fragrance forever. It has this quality. So that's the third thing. You know, this is very suitable to any occasion. It will sort of mold into the occasion you throw at it, as long as it's warm. Now the downsides. The downside is fragrance is a little bit quiet, a reserved fragrance. And that's why probably this is the best work scent. It doesn't reject and doesn't last as long. So the longevity of this fragrance is probably going to be 5 to 6 hours. If you put it on your shirt, it'll last all day. What I do is normally I put 2 on my shirt, 2 on my shirt. It smells better in fabrics and it lasts me all day. I just have to move and I can smell it. That proves that fragrance is of good quality materials. It may not be very strong, but it's not very weak. So good sillage, good projection on fabric and good longevity. But still, it's not as loud as you would want it to be, because this is a very nice smell and it doesn't have that kind of a projection. That's the weakness, I would say. The second weakness is, apart from warm weather, you couldn't wear this anywhere. You know, even if it's slightly cold, even if it's just under 20 degrees, it projects even lesser. For example, today it's like 17, 18 degrees and it's projecting even lesser. But I was working here and I could smell it all day. Whenever I moved, I just had to move and I could smell it. But it wouldn't have that kind of reach at it as it normally has if it were 25 degrees. So warmth is required for this fragrance to do its business. And if you think about it, all the notes are warm weather fragrance notes. For example, lemon leaf, tamarind, they all are tropical things. You know, they will work better if it's warm. See, I can't think of any other downside apart from those two, you know, limited projection and weather. Weather has to be warm. So if you live in a warm country, I also forgot to mention another thing that happens in this fragrance, that is the pencil shaving smell. That smell is really amazing and it happens when it's really warm. So you get this smell of pencil shavings. It takes you back to your school days. And that's one thing that all the boys amongst us, you know, all the men who were once boys, will remember from the school memory. And that's a very interesting thing. I really enjoy that. So pencil shavings comes out when it's really warm. So that's one great thing about this fragrance. I really enjoy that. So compliment factor. See, this is a very nice smell. The smell is amazing. If people smell this, especially women, they would really think highly of you. It's clean, it's creamy, it's fresh, it's citrusy. It's got a little sweetness, a little sourness. There's a lot here. And people will get interested in your fragrance if they smell you. That's the big question. So if it's warm, definitely, you know, they'll smell it on you. Definitely. So you will get a compliment, especially at a professional setting. Age groups. See, I described this fragrance to you. There's nothing here which can stop a 20-year-old boy from wearing a fragrance like this and a 60-year-old man or 70-year-old man. There's nothing. You know, anybody can rock Lalique White. There's nothing in this fragrance which says don't go here. But you should know the purpose. This fragrance will not get you the attention you crave as a 20-year-old if you're used to very loud fragrances. So that's what you have to remember. This is not a projector. It's a very quiet scent. And it's meant for some, you know, contemplative, introspective work. Introspective, not retrospective. Introspective work. It really helps that area. So it covered compliment factor, age groups, price point, value for money is tremendous. I really like this fragrance. It is really high value for money. You can't go wrong. This is a dumb reach fragrance, another big thing. If you can't think of anything, you grab, spray, go. So dumb reach as well. So how many marks am I going to give it? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. As a summer fragrance, which can do so many things for so little money, I think this is probably a fair evaluation. 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. And if you do give it a like. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.